Hi, welcome. It's time for my campaign update, State of the Union, and State of the World address for this Sunday. Welcome. My name is Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki. I am a presidential candidate from the 2024 presidential election. I have not conceded the election because there's a lot of fraud in the system. And lots of votes went uncounted. And the more I get away from the election time, the more I'm realizing I'm pretty sure a lot of the votes uncounted are probably votes from women. There seems to be a strong Republican current, and maybe there are some Democrats too, that feel that women should not be voting. That a household is a man at the head, and then there's one vote, a household vote. But I'm not married, so I get to vote because I am the head of my household. So that goes back to West Virginia. You didn't count my vote, and that's unacceptable. And there are others here in West Virginia whose votes you didn't count. And I know also in Maryland, there are votes by women who went uncounted. So this is unacceptable to force your religious beliefs, which are not in our Constitution, on the rest of us. You may want to vote that way, and you can discuss that with your wife, and you can plan it. If she agrees to let you do that, that's fine. That's up to you and her. Just make sure nobody else is using her name to vote someplace else. But it's not okay to not count my vote because I don't fit into your religious contortion. There is no one right religion. And there's also a non-religious concept, one where people don't believe in a God. And that's where I fall in. So I don't mind. I have a religion. It's called Unitarian Universalism. But they don't force me to believe in a God. And they don't force people to believe anyways. You have to join the church. You have to go there and be there. So with that said, I gave up my Christianity a long time ago, my Catholicism. And I do not believe in the fact that we should cancel women's votes. It's unconstitutional. It's against the law. And anyone doing so needs to be arrested. And sadly, that would be a lot of Republicans, definitely. And then there's also Democrats who are also involved. For the most part, when I was voting, I noticed that most of the people working at the polling places were Democrats or Republicans. I didn't see a lot of Green Party people there, and I didn't see a lot of Libertarians. So, and I didn't see, a lot of write-in people or people who were independent. So, sadly, if we leave it up to the two big parties, they're going to cheat, steal, and do all sorts of things, manipulate. And they are exactly doing that. So this is the state of my campaign, is that I'm still waiting because I have not conceded and I have a lawsuit pending with the Supreme Court. So I'm still waiting on the Supreme Court to act on that. And in the interim, I'm working on my, because I am paying taxes on a daily basis, but my vote was thrown out. So that's taxation without representation, which is exactly why our government came to be. We left England exactly for that reason. So now we're doing it again, but we're doing it to our own citizens. So shame on the USA. Shame on the Democrats and the Republicans, really, because it's them. They're doing this. It's not the USA. It's the Democrats and Republicans. And their corruption greed and power greed. It's disgusting. So yeah, so I have also a document that I'll be um, bringing to Washington later this month to declare independence, because women, our voices are not being heard, our votes are being thrown out, and this is unacceptable. It's incomprehensible that in this millennium, in this century, we're already in the 25th year of it, and you're doing this shit? You're an embarrassment to our country. It's treason to silence people in the USA. So, Republicans, I'm going to switch it. Republicans and Democrats, shame on you. And anyone else who helped. Your religion is not what our country is about. You have your religion, I have mine. We have freedom of religion. And my religion says my vote gets counted. So, yeah, that's the state of my campaign right now. I am considering running for something in the next election. I'm not sure what yet. And I'm not sure how to go about it. But I'm first going a little bit longer in this route, being a presidential candidate. I mean, I'm okay with what Trump is doing, and now I'll move into the State of the Union, which, right now he's got problems in D.C. apparently with homeless and gangs, and so he's got the National Guard there helping out, and it seems to be going smoothly. But then he's also doing peace work with the wars around the planet and trying to come to some sort of closure with the with Russia and the Ukraine. And the biggest thing there is that I don't know if there is a good clear path forward. We weren't privy to what the talks were really about with Putin last week, but it's a work in progress, I guess. So thank you, President Trump, for trying to bring peace to the region there. I don't know how good of a solution will be, but let's see what happens. I know it's a challenging place to be. And as far as Gaza and Israel go, it's a nightmare, total destruction, and the sending in food. It is getting to some people, maybe not to all, but it's at least getting in, and it's usable. So, of course, if the people have water and if they have pots and pans. But at least something's getting through, and it's not sitting on the side for 3 months rotting. So, good job for everybody involved there. And yeah. So I guess State of our Union, we had some killings and other violent crimes, of course, this past week, which is never good. So, yeah, my heart goes out to everybody who has experienced violence over the past week. And there's especially a family, a mother and 2 sons who were killed by the father, who was suicidal. And they tried to get help for him, but I guess it didn't work. And he decided to take his entire family with him, which is not acceptable. We all have independent lives, and his wife and sons had rights to their life, and shame on him for taking them. It's very sad. So let's have a moment of silence for that family who lost 4 people. For the family members and the friends, it must be unbearable. So the state of our people is unstable. And I'm going to go into that in the next video. I'm going to stop here and then start again. End of part 1.